Not to be confused with A Touch of Satan, which explains where the fish live.
This is where the fish lives.
Satan's Touch follows a grocer from the Midwest who wins a trip to Vegas thanks to Satan, played by someone from the Bee Gees.
Sunrise. Generally a slow time for my business. Most places it's really too early or too late for truly inspired sinning. But here in Las Vegas, it's still prime time. The wheels are still turning, the dice are still rolling, and the chips are still falling where they may. Ah, Las Vegas. I do like it here.
Take it from me. Take it from me. Take it from me. Take it from me. You hit the jackpot. Jackpot.
Now, will that be all, Mrs. Murphy? No tea this week?
Ah, I forgot the tea. How could I forget the tea?
I'll get it for you. Mrs. Murphy, now I thought we talked last week about you taking things when I wasn't watching.
The devil made me do it. It's the devil that ought to be punished for all the bad things that happen. It's all the devil's fault.
Well, I don't think we should blame the devil. After all, he's just doing his job, isn't he? Tempting people, sending them to hell is not a very pleasant job. And isn't it up to us to resist temptation?
It's the children.
I really ought to do something for this character, even without a contract. Las Vegas.
Satan gives this guy too much heaven as he makes it so that he wins every single game he plays. Thanks to Satan's jive talking, Grocery Guy draws the attention of the casino manager, who you might recognize as Doc Hayward from Twin Peaks. He considers this guy's winning streak a tragedy and enlists a private detective, who's more than a woman, to investigate.
Talk to what?
The computer. Never mind. Hi. What's up?
We got a problem. How soon can you be here?
Late afternoon, about 5. Is it important?
Would I have called if it wasn't important?
Well, you might, Joe. Give me something to think about.
Slot machine problem. Screwed up computer printout. I'll tell you when you get here. Think about me instead.
Meanwhile, Satan should be dancing, but instead is just hanging out and DJing. In the end, there's too much emotion as a Superman 3 Office Space-esque plot is uncovered to embezzle pennies from the casino. Satan asks his dude how deep is your love, but gets no respect in return, so he takes off.
Well, I better fold.
He folds on 4 aces. 4 aces? My 4 aces? After all I've done for him, this is the thanks I get. Well, if he's going to get religion, I'm getting the hell out of here. So long, Jim. You're on your own.
Grocery Guy is staying alive and then heads home after his fabulous gambling adventure. Okay, so you might have realized by now that this really isn't any kind of horror movie at all. It's actually a repackaged 1982 movie called Jackpot. See, kids, back in the VHS days, people would do this shit all the time. They'd take some unwatchable movie and throw it in some deceptive box so you'd rent it. And somehow, 30 years later, I fell for it. But since I had to watch it, you're getting a review, so deal with it. The dude from the Bee Gees is probably the least scariest devil I've ever seen, George Burns included. And the story is utter nonsense. I mean, is Satan teaching someone a lesson here? Is he getting revenge, punishing the wicked? No, he's just helping out an old dude win money in Vegas. And the music is on this Chamber of Commerce level of quality, touting the amazing things to see and do in places like Vegas and Atlantic City. You'll never come across this movie, but if somehow you do, it's a trick by Satan or the Bee Gees.
You'll know why Atlantic City, my favorite.